Hey guys, welcome to the At Home Sports Show. I'm your host, Jake the Rev Feldman, and yes, that is the Rev, as in the Rev and The Bear. If you listened to the show yesterday, you noticed we didn't do our NFL pick'ems. Well, tonight I'm here to do the pick'ems for you, and I'm alone. The Bear is not here. So this is the first solo show I'm doing, and I'll be doing more solo shows as the weeks go on, bringing you information mostly on soccer that we don't really cover on Rev and The Bear. So let's talk about Thursday night's matchup that happened between New Orleans and Dallas. Dallas, where did that come from? Great defense, decent offense, completely shut down one of the best teams in the league. Good for you. It's also bad for you because that means Jason Garrett is probably going to stick around a little bit longer. But still, take the win. You're on a good streak. Keep riding it. And for you New Orleans fans out there, don't worry about it. The sky is not falling. It's not a big loss. It's only your second one of the whole year. You know what happened last time you lost? You went on a 10-game win streak. So, I think you'll be okay. Now let's dive into tomorrow's games. We'll start with the early group. And we'll start out with my team, Atlanta, hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Atlanta, please. Please, Atlanta, please, please. You're getting Deion Jones back. Play some sort of defense. Make some sort of stop. Do something. Baltimore is going to come in there and pretty much run the triple option. I mean, Jackson tried to throw last week and threw 2 picks. He's not that great of a thrower under pressure. Get pressure to him, keep him in the pocket, we'll win. Now, Gus Edwards, their new surprising running back, who's overtaken Buck Allen and Alex Collins, he's lighting it up. Again, stop the run, contain Jackson, you win the game. Do I think Atlanta wins the game? No. I'm still picking Baltimore to win by 3. Baltimore is they're riding this 2-game win streak, and Jackson's got confidence flowing and oozing all over the place, and Baltimore's trying to make that playoff push. Atlanta, we're kind of out of the playoffs, so as much as it pains me to say it, and I hope I'm wrong, I really want Atlanta to win, but I think Baltimore's going to pull it out. Then we go to New York, where the G-Men are hosting the Bears. But it's not the full-strength Bears, because Chase Daniels is starting again. I like it. I like Chase Daniels back there. Yes, he's no Trubisky, but Trubisky's no Aaron Rodgers. So, are you really losing a whole lot in the pocket? No, you're not. And the G-Men are the G-Men. And that's all you can really say about the Giants. They're not exciting to watch this year. Yes, Barkley is an exciting back. Yes, OBJs will make some one-handed catch and be on SportsCenter's top 10. That's it. If they get a lead, they'll blow the lead. If they don't have a lead, they're not going to come from behind. And the Bears' defense is just too strong. And the Bears are going to go into New York, and they're going to come away with the 10-point victory. Guaranteed. At least 10 points. Maybe more, but I'm saying at least 10. Now for the Bills game. The Bills are traveling down to South Beach. That's right, they're taking on the Miami Dolphins. Both teams are looking bad. The Dolphins looked really good the first 3 quarters against Indianapolis last week. And then they realized, oh wait, we're the Dolphins. And the Bills are the Bills of old. They're not the playoff Bills from last year. But they are surprising people in certain games. And I think this is the game they do it again. I think the Bills go down to Miami. It's a division game. Both teams play better in division. But I don't know. I really like the Bills in this matchup. Miami's too inconsistent. They don't know how to finish games. And the Bills, when they decide to play a game, they win. When they realize, oh wait, we're an NFL franchise. We're not the University of Buffalo. Some WAC school or MAC school. So I'm picking Buffalo in this game. I wouldn't bet on the game, but I'm picking Buffalo. Then we have a surging Broncos riding a really impressive win streak over the Chargers and Pittsburgh. Chargers on the road and Pittsburgh at home. They go to Cincinnati to a struggling Bengals team. I think they win again. The Bengals don't have anything for me to make me want to pick them. I don't even want to watch the Bengals play. They're not an exciting team. The Broncos, Philip Lindsay, all-star. Love him to death. He should be in the Pro Bowl, and if he's not in the Pro Bowl, someone didn't vote correctly. He is a great athlete, undrafted free agent, got a call from all 32 teams. That's how good he was. They didn't draft him, but every team wanted him on their roster because they knew what he could do. And he is doing it for Denver now. Plus, Case Keenum is actually looking pretty good as the quarterback right now. And Cortland Sutton stepping up, and Hamilton stepping up, and Sanders is playing like Sanders again. So I expect Broncos to roll into Cincy and come away with a victory there. And that's a game I'd bet on. If you're a betting person, put your money on Denver. It's a safe bet. Now let's go to a game that's going to be a blowout. The Rams travel to Detroit. But Rev, didn't Detroit look really good against the Bears? And then they looked really good against the Panthers? No, they did not look good. They played a backup quarterback in Chicago and still lost. And Carolina blew that game. So no, they didn't look good. And they're playing the Rams. Yeah, the Rams are going to go in there and steamroll. The spread on that game right now is 10 points for the Rams. And I'm honestly surprised it's that low. I'm saying the Rams win by 14 or more. And that's another bet I would make. Rams. I'd bet on the Rams all season long, honestly. They're just too good of a team. Then we go Colts and Jags. Come on. Indy takes this game. I'm not going to go into it. Well, let's get into it. Indy's O-line is playing phenomenal. Even last week, they played great. Luck threw 3 picks last week and still found a way to pull out the win. And Jacksonville's defense can't handle that. They can't handle any type of team. They shut down Pittsburgh at home. And then guess what? They got gassed and lost at the end. Indy wins this game. The spread on that game is 4. And that's a respectable spread. Now I'll go with that one. I'll say Indy wins by a touchdown. Now here's one that's a very interesting matchup. You have Houston and Cleveland. Houston, as we all know, is riding that 8-game win streak and looking very, very good on both sides of the ball. Cleveland is playing with a lot of confidence right now. Baker Mayfield, ever since Hugh Jackson left, Mayfield is feeling dangerous all the time. He is looking like Offensive Rookie of the Year. And I think he should. And Chubb is playing lights out. This game, it's kind of hard to call. I'm going to go with Houston just because they're in Houston. But expect a very close game. Houston's favored by 5. But I say it's by maybe a field goal or less. So if you have a choice of an early game to watch, I say either watch Cleveland, Houston, or Cincy and Denver. But myself being a Falcons fan, I'll probably have a split screen with the Falcons and this Cleveland game because I'm very interested to see how Cleveland does. I'll say it. I'm proud to say it. I am on the Cleveland bandwagon right now. I love the Browns. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the rest of the season. Mayfield's got me feeling it in Cleveland. They didn't do what they wanted to this year. But next year, they get some key pieces. Cleveland's looking at a playoff team, especially in a division that Pittsburgh, I mean, they're going to win the division because it's Pittsburgh. But Baltimore's not looking that great. Cincy's not looking that great. They're probably both going to have new coaches next year and new quarterbacks. So their teams will be in a rebuild. Next year is Cleveland's time to strike. And I'm all in on Cleveland next year. And I think Cleveland makes this game interesting tomorrow against the Texans. But again, I'm still picking Houston to win. Now let's get into the... never mind, sorry. Sorry, folks. A lot of early games tomorrow. You have the Cardinals and the Packers in Green Bay. Both teams underperforming by a lot. And I'm calling upset. I think Arizona can go into Green Bay and get it done. Granted, Green Bay is 4-0 at home and 0-6 on the road. But the Cardinals they have something going for them right now. Leftwich as the OC is doing a lot of good things. And now, would I be surprised if the Packers win? No. But I don't know. I got a feeling about this game. The Arizona, even if they don't win, they're going to make it a really competitive game and a really close game. So look out for that one. Arizona may surprise some teams. I'm picking Arizona in this game. Will it come back and haunt me? Probably. But I don't care. I like Arizona. And now here's one that it's a division matchup, and it's between two teams that are also underperforming. I feel like I've said that a lot about a lot of these teams this year, and it's true. This is a weird year for the NFL if you think about it. There's only about 4 teams that are head and shoulders above everybody. Everyone else is kind of just in this weird mess of averageness and mediocrity. But the Panthers and the Bucks tomorrow, the Panthers, they've lost 2 games close in heartbreaking fashion. And the Bucks, who are they going to start at quarterback? Winston? Probably. But is Fitzmagic going to make an appearance? Also, possibly. They're in Tampa Bay. And I don't know. I think Carolina gets it back on track. And I think Carolina goes to Tampa Bay. And they get the job done. And they come out with a W. Let's go to the late games now. Late games. Not a lot of great late games. Let's be honest. Chiefs and Raiders. That's a blowout. Yes, I get it. The Chiefs don't have Kareem Hunt. But guess what they do have? Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. And who's that calling the shot? Oh, yeah, that's right. Patty Mahomes. He's a game changer all by himself. He doesn't need a phenomenal running back to make that offense deadly. Spencer Ware, they're going to plug and play with the running back. Spencer Ware's going to get the start. And guess what? They're still going to win by 20. The Chiefs are just that good of a team that I don't think them without Kareem Hunt, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Don't get me wrong, Kareem Hunt is an outstanding player. One of the best backs in the league. I may even say top 5. You know what? I will say top 5. He is a great back. But they don't need him. They have Mahomes that's running that offense, and he's doing a great job. And Spencer Ware's going to come in there, and they're going to put him in that slot. And they're going to put him in that just plug and play and put him where Hunt was. And guess what? He's still going to go for about 50 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, he's not going to hurdle people like Kareem Hunt did. But he's going to get his touches. He's going to get a touchdown or 2. And the Chiefs are going to roll through Oakland with ease. The next game is also... I don't know. This next game could be pretty close. You have the Jets versus the Titans in Tennessee. Tennessee is looking awful. They went to Dallas and beat Dallas, and they completely torched the Pats, and then they've dropped 2 straight in kind of disappointing fashion to Indy and Houston. So this is a must-win game for Tennessee to get back in that wild card race. And they're at home, and I think they get the job done because at home they're just a different team. And the Jets, I got no love for the Jets. The Jets are just terrible. I hate watching the Jets. Their games are boring. Their offense is boring. Their defense is boring. Everything about the Jets is boring. But I say it's close at halftime, and then Tennessee, they start to pull away. The next game, some trash talk from Sherman, which is weird because he's been really quiet this year. Talking about how Wilson wasn't really his friend, but just a teammate, and how, yeah, Wilson can be great, but he also is capable of throwing 5 picks in a game, as Sherman made very well known during the press conference. And the Niners travel to Seattle. It's Sherman's first time in Seattle since leaving the team. But that's it for the Niners. The Seahawks are playing with a lot of confidence, and they're playing really good football right now. And the spread on that game is 10 for the Seattle, and I think Seattle covers the spread with ease. No issue there. They're not gonna trail this game at all. The only time they may trail is the Niners may beat them to the field for warm-ups. That's the only time the Niners will have the upper hand. So Seattle wins that game with ease. Going into the last kind of afternoon game, you have Minnesota traveling to Foxborough. Now, the Patriots are sitting at 8-3. And I think that's generous. I think the Patriots have not been playing the greatest. They've been playing Bill Belichick and Tom Brady football. They've kind of fallen off this year. But they're still the Patriots, so they're still going to find a way to win. They're at home. Minnesota, 6-4-1. Kirk Cousins isn't playing bad, but he's not playing great. He's just kind of playing average. Dalvin Cook is going to get going here soon. I don't know. I don't really see it against New England. The spread on the game is 5.5 for New England, and I think that's generous. I think New England wins by 10 or more. Minnesota, you got a great defense. You have a really good offense when it clicks. But you're playing New England. You're playing Belichick. It's probably going to snow. And Belichick will still probably be out there in his sleeveless hoodie. And New England's going to win. I don't even know why I'm talking about this game. It's a gimme. If you're going to make a bet, go with the Patriots, complete the parlay, and win some money. Now, the Sunday night game is really interesting. You have the Chargers and Steelers, both losing in disappointing fashion at the end to the Broncos. You know, Chargers did it 2 weeks ago. Steelers did it last week. But now the Chargers travel to Heinz Field. The Steelers have been a monster at home. They completely destroyed Cam Newton in the Panthers. They destroyed Matt Ryan and the Falcons. They're going to destroy Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. Oh, I already gave away my pick. Yes, the Steelers will beat the Chargers. They're at home. And they're going to dominate. I really wish the Chargers would win this game. The Chargers are kind of my playoff team this year, but I don't see them beating Pittsburgh at home. Pittsburgh at home this year that's a different ball game. They are scary at home, and I think the Chargers do not get it done. I think the Steelers, though, do get it done, and they win by about 10. I think Phillip Rivers, everyone's coming off that, he only threw one incomplete pass last week. Yeah, it was against Arizona. Now he's playing the Steelers. Expect more than just one incompletion. Expect probably an interception. But at the same time, expect a very high-scoring game. I think both quarterbacks come out guns blazing. Now for the Monday night game. Washington rolls into Philly. One's 6-5, one's 5-6. Philly's trying to get that in that wild card spot. Try to go to the playoffs. Try to repeat as champs. They won't do it, but they're trying to. Washington, they lost Alex Smith, and that's a huge blow. Colt McCoy, nowhere near the level of Alex Smith. But Philly isn't the Philly of last year. So what happens? Excuse me there. I think Philly gets the job done. They're at home. Monday night, they thrive on that big stage. They thrive at home. Philly gets it done in a close one. I say they win by a field goal as time expires to win it. And there has been your NFL pick'ems. Remember to Follow Big Zay Mac. Check out his stuff on Spotify and iTunes. Remember to check out our show, Soma, December 8th. You know what? This won't be just an NFL Pick'em show. Let's get into the MLS Cup. I know we hit it last show, but let's really preview it. Okay? Atlanta United, second year in the league. In the Cup. Portland Timbers, a great team. A lot of great firepower. Back in their second MLS Cup. They're 1-0 in the MLS Cup. Can they maybe be 2-0? I don't think so. I think Atlanta's too good. Atlanta has too many players that can make plays and score, and their defense is lights out. On the flip side, though, Portland will go all out. Portland has players that can score. Portland has a great goalkeeper. It's going to be a high-scoring MLS Cup. And again, for you soccer folks, it's going to be a great game. For the people that don't watch soccer, watch this game. I'm begging you, watch this game. You'll fall in love with the sport. You'll be a fan forever. And remember, guys, check out Rev and The Bear. Episode 6 was posted yesterday. And I have been Rev for the At Home Sports Show. Thanks for listening, guys.